Hey there, it's Turning Shooters here for this week for Blue Collar Prepping. Forgive the mess, but today, talking about coffee. Never get enough. And actually, coffee storage. I had a discussion a few weeks back about the other folks at Blue Collar Prepping that do a lot more dry goods storage and ideas about storing coffee. Remember, the whole idea of here at Blue Collar Prepping is not only prepping affordably, but also not really personally giving up my parts of my life, the luxuries, if you will, or in some cases, the necessities. And so the discussion went to, well, you could store it, buy it, and beans, and then roast your own, or then buy a bunch of 5-pound bags of roasted beans and then store it, or you can freeze it. And it's like, well, all those are great ideas. Sorry, we're gonna tilt today. That's not really what I was going for. Again, it's like I wanted to be affordable, something that I could do slowly over time and what have you. And that means I got to buy a roaster, or I got to buy a grinder, or whatever. I do buy my coffee at the local food store, and it's one of those machines where it's your flavor of roasted beans, and then you grind it right there, and then you bring it home in a bag and whatever. It's like $10 a pound or something crazy like that. So my thought was, well, why don't I jar it, or more appropriately, can it? So while obviously I don't have a pressure cooker or a pressure canner, the only thing I have is hot water heat. And so I wanted to try an idea where I had a baseline. So now these coffee grounds in there, I ground them, I came right home and I dumped them right in there and I sealed this jar tight, and they've been in there for about a month. I've bought coffee at least once since then I opened it up. And you know what, just without even canning it, it's just as fresh as when I brought it home. So I'm very, very happy about that. So instead of actually using a hot water bath to actually increase the pressure, and I'm gonna try that too. Just a simple method of just putting it in a canning jar, tightening it on there tight, and letting it sit. This thing's at least a month old, and it's not stale at all, and it sat right over there on the kitchen counter. Not in the sun, of course, but it was right over there. An easy and efficient way to do that. So if every time you went to buy coffee, that you had whatever you used, and then you got one of these, in a short amount of time, you'll have 6 months of coffee. When you can't go to the store, or you don't want to go to the store, there's rioting or COVID 2.0. I guess that'd be 19.2, wouldn't it? Anyway, I digress. So here's a little idea. It's just to let you know you're not going to waste your coffee. It's just really super simple and it works out pretty good. So, and I'm going to try that. And actually, I'm due for a coffee run, as you can see, because this is my stash. I'm going to do both. I'm going to do this, and then I'm also going to hot water pressure can it, and I'll let you know how that turned out and the process that I did that. So, as always, be good, be safe. If you can't be safe, be good and dangerous.